Oh, there we go. Hello, how are we doing? We are going to be doing some Tier 3 today. And first up, we're going to have Supply Block Party versus Barcode Tier 3. This is going to be Week 8. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I always look forward to Tier 3. And I've learned from experience that these are just usually some pretty fun and interesting games. So, getting this going. Okay. All right. So we're going to do, I believe, I'm going to try to do what I believe is going to be 9 to 7. Yeah, I think 9 to 7. I'm going to try and do what I think is going to be that, but I might get them mixed up. We'll do our best. Anyway, up first we have a ZVT. And we'll get into this in a second here. Okay. Here we go. Aksel playing for Supply Block Party and FathersBelt playing for Barcode. Let's get our handy dandy casting sheet going. Go ahead and put this over here. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Expand my scoreboard a little bit. Awesome. Okay. And let's see. I forget what week 8 was. Okay, so we got that. Oh, we need to go over here. Go back to this screen and turn that off. Perfect. Now we're ready to go. Okay. All right. So I believe game 1 is going to be on Vermeer. So here we go. All right. Go and fill in the scoreboard data. Actually, I'll probably do that while the game's going so we get the game started. All right. Appreciate it, Dada. Have a good night, and thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the support. All right, here we go. All right, on Vermeer, we have in the top right, Aksel, and in our red Zerg, and in the bottom right, our blue Terran, FathersBelt. And we'll go ahead and get the, whoops. Wow, this is not friendly at all. Okay. All right, so this is, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's pause this. This is not letting me edit the scoreboard and play the replay at the same time. Noted. Won't do this again. Okay. All right. So now we have everything set up. And here we go. I was hoping it would play and oh. I was hoping it would play and at the same time so that I can you know, fill out the scoreboard while this static state of the game is going, but it wouldn't let me. It's alright. It looks like Terran is getting ready to build their supply depot. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Cool. All right, so it looks like we got an overpool out of aksel. Forward racks as well. Looking good. Looking normal. And it looks like both players are going to get the first scout. Aksel is going to get the Terran scout location with the Overlord, and Aksel and FathersBelt. Sorry, Zerg is going to get the scout location with the Overlord. Terran's going to get the first scout with the SCV. Four Zerglings on the way. And an expansion. I would guess that Terran is probably trying to expand right about now. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm still kind of learning expand timings, so. Zerg has 6 lings on the way. But, you know, with this, between this SCV wall and these Marines that are coming, I think Terran's going to be able to hold this. Wow, that did nothing. I'm surprised that they just walked right by that SCV wall. One ling does get by. I mean, this is enough to die to workers, so. But it is going to be annoying nonetheless, well, before it dies. Good night, Dada. Zerg, it looks like, is going for another hatchery and no gas, so I don't see this as being like a muta switch, at least not yet. Probably not going to see a 6-minute muta play. Yeah, I think all in all, this SCV wall did absolutely nothing, and considering it did nothing, that's just lost mining time, so that's unfortunate. But, the Zerg Natural is saturated, and it looks like Terran is finally looking to land here at this base. Got Academy on the way, okay. And we're transferring SCVs. And Lair is on the way as well. And a Hydra Den. So, my best guess, just knowing what I know about Zerg units and Terran units, my best guess is we're going to see some pretty quick lurkers come out here. And, these might just come out before Terran has any scans at this rate, because there is no comsats at either of these command centers. looks like Terran is maybe trying to go for like a 4-Rax bio bust play here. You know, get a few more control groups of bio going. But with this lurker switch that's pending, I think this is their best bet right here, is to just go up here with this small group and try and get done what they can get done. So sunken colonies are not quite done yet. So this will get a little bit of damage done. Might even be able to take out some colonies. Yeah, there you go. Focus fire them down. Wow. And all the hydras are dead, so we can't build any lurkers from any existing hydras, and this is busted. So, well played. Well, I think a good instinct to just like go for it now. It looks like this is completely dead and busted, and Terran can just walk right in here. There are lurkers morphing, so these are going to die. I wonder if we'll see any turrets, though. Nice play. I was a little worried, but he went right for it. So he went right for it at the exact time he needed to. Oh, gotta pull out. Oh, never mind. We have scans. Good, 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 good. Beautiful. And now that play is done. So, again, very... I liked Akssel's idea. I liked Akssel's idea of just really going for fast lurkers. But... there is no fooling this Terran. No siree. Alright. GG. Well played. FathersBelt takes game 1. All right. Going into game 2 here. That was a nice, clean, sharp opening there. Early game strategy. Well done. All right, and for the second one, we have butter. And here we go. All right. Once again, our red Zerg spawning in the top right. It is Aksel playing for Supply Block Party. And in the bottom right, our blue Terran, FathersBelt, playing for Barcode. All right. Curious to see what opening Aksel's going to go for. Looks like it's probably going to be another overpool. Grizzly, welcome to the chat, my friend. Thanks for supporting your CPL mates. And McRibbed as well. Hello, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. All right. Again, a forward racks. Once again, 6 lings coming up. There we go. I almost feel like, well, I don't know. It may not be a good idea. I was thinking I almost feel like he should go like 8-10 legs and just bust like Zerg does in ZVP, but it may not work quite the same way. Once again, trying to get this body block wall going. This is a much better, though, spot for that, just because of the topography here. I mean, you can't get around this or this. Oh, I should probably cancel the CC. Or just go out. That works, too. There we go. All right, got that going back. So we got a bunker coming down. This is a nice call. Looks like Zerg is once again going for that in-base macro hatch and probably going to go for that lurker transition. Terra, meanwhile, probably looking to drop an academy anytime soon here. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that was a... Cool, so it's just 3 hatch lurker. Alright. Kind of just got... I mean, you know, we got a bunker here, but... We're going to have enough bio, we're going to be able to push out. I mean, against this many lings anyway, we won't be able to push out against lurkers. Yep, so Academy is starting, 2 racks going. Probably going to be a 3rd racks coming down shortly. Yeah, I feel like I kind of like that 3 hatch lurker is a thing. As much as I like Muta and I like Muta micro, Mutas are kind of one of those units where, you know, I mean, they're micro intensive, so if you're not good at it, lurkers are a little bit, I feel like a little bit friendlier. Really going ham on the Sunkens, which is not bad, but I think once again our Sunkens are a little too late here. I almost wonder if we should throw down 2 Sunkens before we start going. Well, yeah, no, he's going to hold it. I stand corrected. Zerg strong. How strong? Zerg strong. All right. I like this play here of going into is this a okay? I like this play of going into factory with add-on. I'm personally a fan of using siege tanks to bust off of like a few racks like this. So I really like this play out of Terran. Zerg is sending a few Hydras down, presumably to morph them into lurkers out here and contain the Terran. And we've got forward bunkers here. I'm guessing this is good, normal defensive procedure. Oh, even better reason to go tanks. You need them to defend. There we go. I like the turret placement here. This is I really like the turret placement here and how they're being paired with the bunkers. I mean, he might try to bust. This is, you know, usually at this tier, you do try to end the game in like 1 or 2 engagements. So, we'll see. Tanks are out. And this is not going to work. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things I've noticed against, like, because I've played against players that are more in my tier, and I've played against like higher tiered players, and I feel like one of the big differences between lower and higher tiered players is that higher tiered players are they don't seem, at least the ones I've played, they seem a little bit more patient, and they don't seem willing to just end the game in one attack. Corvo, FathersBelt, hey, thank you for entering the chat. My bad, guys. We have a lot of lurkers incoming, and I mean, vessels are on the way, and we are going up to now 5 racks, so, but, that's a lot. Especially if all those morph into lurkers too. That's a lot. So we'll see what happens here. Zerg base, we are going up to Hive as well. I'm not sure what the Hive play is. I know he's going up to Hive Tech, but I'm not sure what the play is after this. Maybe Defiler, I would guess. That or just Ultras, like Ultras, Crazy Zerg. I mean, that could be a thing too. Yeah, this is countered. But there's a lot of supporting units here that could still crush this. So, nice job trying to get everything attacking at once. Doesn't quite work out though. Yeah, looks like we're going into Defiler. I mean, with Bio, I could see either Plague or Dark Swarm being really good. I mean, obviously Dark Swarm, but I could see either of them being really good. Oh, my Twitch chat. Hold on. I don't know what's wrong with my Twitch chat. Oh, I don't know. This is a pretty big... This is a good time to move out. Lurkers are trying to catch this off guard, but once again, this Terran is just... You cannot pull the wool over FathersBelt's eyes, man. What do you mean? Like the words are popping up and disappearing? I don't know. I could have the I do have the setting on like the message disappears after a certain amount of time, so it could also just be too short. This is ooh man. I mean, we have defilers, so we could totally like do something here, but there we go. Gotta swarm down. And we got another swarm down. Nice. I don't think Zerg has quite enough. I think Terran just has a little bit too much. Yeah, look at 90 supply to 30. I mean, that's pretty... The Terran has since kept macroing and rebuilt their army, and they're sending reinforcements up, so that's good. Going up to 6 racks right now, and still vessel tank. And Zerg, you know, for all their valiant effort, this natural, it just keeps being under threat. Like now they've had to rebuild the hatchery. I applaud Axel for staying in the game and still like trying to move forward. But I feel like once Terran was able to get out onto the map, he just wasn't able to get any of that momentum back. More reinforcements coming. Zerg now has kind of like a last hurrah of lurkers here. And that's it. Although, you know, if Terran just wastes all their scans, this could even out. Wow. Oh man. Oh man, that sucks. Oh. Just straight up move command into the grinder. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough spot. I don't see Zerg coming back from this, unfortunately. Oh, well, there you go. If you're bored, just irradiate a drone. Oh, man, and eraser. This is bad. FathersBelt, you are a bad man. All right, Chi, that was just that was mean. All right. Well played. I appreciate the effort that Zerg gave it, but this is a 2-0 in favor of Barcode. We'll get him next week. Get him next week. Or, well, you know. I just realized when I said that I'm not playing these in chronological order. So this is like from like weeks ago. But well played. Good try, and I like seeing well executed plays. Awesome. Okay. All right, up next we have GeminiDTX versus Bigums. A TVP. All right, who's that's okay. Map 1 is Burmer. Alright. Here we go. Oh, is yeah, Gemini is Barcode. I mean, it's SPP. All right. All right. Back to Vermeer. Whoops. Our second series of the night. Our blue Terran playing for Supply Block Party. It is Gemini. And in the bottom right, red Protoss playing for Barcode. It is BingusKahn. All right. I like the name. BingusKahn. This is kind of late for... No, it's about right for a depot. We got a forward depot, I guess. Nice pylon placement. You can totally, you know, you could totally put like something here. So I like that. And we got a semi-wall in already at the natural, so that's nice. Protoss is scouting first. Terran should be scouting momentarily. I feel like that gas was maybe started a little late. Oh, there we go. Finally sending a scout out. Okay. And it looks like that's actually very fortunate. So even though the scout is late, Terran is also going to get first scout on the Protoss. So this worker nonsense that's annoying is going to be, you know, it's not going to have really any effect. Factory, okay. All looking pretty good, pretty good. Protoss is going for, looks like some sort of a goon expand. Good old 23 Nexus it is. Of course, we got this annoying guy here, provoking the ire of the Marines in the bunker. As any respectable Dragoon should. So this placement here from Bingus is a little risky. But you know, if he sees the vulture pop out, with this goon, he'll be able to react, so. So he sees the vulture. If he sees the vulture, he should pull this goon back to here. Just to be safe. Curious to see what Protoss is going to transition into. I see only one gateway here, so this makes me think this is probably going to be some sort of a arbiter build, like a 3-base arbiter maybe. But you never know. Depending on how Protoss decides to react, they could do something different as well. Oh no, yeah, we have a goon right here. Nice. I'm not sure about TVP. TVP is the one Terran matchup I haven't really put in the time to learn yet, but I feel like this kind of 3-fact vulture thing that's going on here is a little unconventional, but I could be wrong. It's just not something I have seen Terrans do very often. Pross, meanwhile, getting the 3rd down. That looked like that was about the right time, so we should be seeing Citadel coming down, if we haven't yet. Nice scout with the barracks here. Okay, so Citadel's a little... It's on the way. We have Citadel Forge on the way. It's a little later than I was anticipating, but... the big thing is, you know... especially in this kind of a game where it's like a numbers game, is keeping your production going. Nice. I like the... It's a little disorganized, but I kind of like the spread here of units. Observer coming in just a wee bit late at like 8 minutes. But seeing that there's 3 factories... I don't know if they saw 3 factories, but they saw at least 2. And a CC on the way. There's not a lot of tanks here. This is, to me, this is a surprisingly low amount of tanks in a TVP. Although this also feels like a slightly low amount of goons too. Oh. So we've got okay. So we aren't going up to Arbiter just yet. Oh, there we go. There's the tech right there. Okay. Well, it's a little bit late, but you know, that's all right. Especially if this isn't something that you like practice all the time. You know. It's better to get the sequence down before you start worrying about like ironing out timings. Ah, yeah. There's just not enough goons out here to like really threaten this. By now, ideally, you'd want to have like 2 control groups of goons as Protoss. So, yeah, this is a little low. But, like I said, it's also pretty low for Terran as well. This is, what, like 6 tanks on the battlefield total at 10 minutes into the game? So I like the idea of trying to keep tabs on the positioning of the units. So I like the idea of holding the high ground. This is good. There you go. And these goons can actually just snipe this. That's perfect amount of goons to totally shut this down. Terran is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factories. Not all of them are building, but at least, you know, they're, I mean, and they're all in a line, but at least there's enough spread that you're not going to worry about units getting stuck. Yeah. So just a fun little factoid. 4 goons can two-shot a siege tank. So yeah, a couple isolated, unprotected tanks. This amount of goons can just totally take them out. Doesn't take much. So we are finally going up to Arbiter. I'm not sure if this is the first one. Yeah, it looks like this is the first Arbiter out at 13 minutes. So ideally, and the CPL web app has resources on guides. Particularly, there's a lot of Protoss guides. 3-base Arbiter, to my understanding, this guy's about 3 minutes late. You want this guy to start somewhere around the 10-minute mark. So, just an FYI. Yeah. Yeah. Big shout out to both Doodle and Worst for contributing to a lot of the Protoss guides. It's definitely the most comprehensive and in-depth place to start that I think I've seen. So this is oh man. Oh, I hate it when that happens. 2, 3, 4. Still on 5 factories. Getting a fourth CC is up. And 4th Nexus is down at 15 minutes. Alright. So it looks like we should be, with this Arbiter and this massive units, we should be moving in. I mean, we've been able to do a lot of damage with just goons up to this point, but maybe we're waiting on another group of zealots to finish. I don't know. But this is looking like a pretty scary army here. Oh, I see. We're trying to get off of the high ground and into the open field, maybe. Get more space. Okay. Just repositioning the army a little bit. Arbiter is going in here. Nice stasis on these tanks. Look at that! My god, 6 tanks on ice. Beautiful. And looks like now we're finally going to start making our move towards the third. Okay. GG, well played. That's okay, you know. All right. Awesome. We're going to go back to the home screen here. Okay, we got one more TVP coming up. It was a little long pulling the trigger on moving on the third base, but I also understand that, you know, when you're playing blind in a fog of war and you're at tier 3, it's very hard to know when, sometimes just from what you see, it's very hard to know when you have the advantage. And to know when you can actually pull the trigger. So I think that a correction there that could have maybe helped with that decisiveness a little bit could have been more observers on the field. I wasn't noticing too many observers out and about. I definitely noticed like one in the base, and I definitely noticed like one with the main army, but one aspect in that matchup as Protoss is you know, if you're going to go observers, you want to litter the map with them. I mean, not literally, but, you know, you want more. So. Alright. Okay. In the, I guess we're not doing team colors. In the top left are green Terran. Playing for Supply Block Party, it's GeminiDTX. And in the bottom right are mustard, spicy brown mustard yellow Protoss. It is BingusKahn. Playing for the Barcode team. Okay, so probably guess what Protoss is going to do. Just knowing how well it worked the first game. Probably going to do a 23 Nexus. This is so I like that at least it's being placed here at the wall, but this is a little bit forward of a supply depot that I've seen a lot of Terrans play. Just an observation, though. I don't know if there's anything really critically bad about that, but it is an observation. Should see a scout coming out right about now. Nope, I guess we're not going to scout. Okay. Well, and we could probably delay it. Probably delay it till after the barracks is done. Yeah, there we go. Because on this map, so this map we have an advantage of already knowing where the opponent is, so we don't necessarily have to do super early scout timings. I mean, we still want to scout early enough to get an idea of what their opening strategy is, but... Terran gets the first scout, sees a couple pylons, and a core going, and a gateway. We got another, I think this is we got another 18 factory. So everything Prost is doing is looking really normal. Terran is also looking pretty normal and defensive. Although there's no bunker here, so this is a little suspect to me. Is he going to try and do some sort of a... Yep, I see a second factory going. Is he going to try and do some sort of a 2 factory? I am looking forward to the shift-click games. I like that we're moving out with the Vulture, but unfortunately, goons are strong against all 3 of these. Against all these units. So, gotta be careful. Yep, there goes a Marine. But especially Vultures. If you don't have mines with your Vultures, goons will just, you know, the only way Vultures can really be threatening to goons is with offensive mines. Oh, yep. I'm in your base. I seize your base. Nick Terran, hello. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Oh, I like the notorious SCVs. They got a goon kill. And they got a second goon kill. GG. Okay. We're gonna be doing Flashcoin Whales next. We're doing both series today. All right. Another 2 points on the board for Team Barcode. GG. Yep. When goons get in your base and... Yep. Okay, and up next we have a TVT. Very excited to cast my teammates today. All right. This is JtotheT versus Firehex. All right. Oh, I didn't change the map that game. Oh well. Oops. Okay. Oh, and we got, this is a fresh score. Vermeer game 1. Here we go. In the top right on Vermeer, it is our Red Terran playing for Barcode Firehex. I like it. Fire getting the color red. All right. In the bottom right, sorry, that was the top right. I don't know if I said right or left. In the bottom right, parallel to Firehex's location, it is our blue Terran JtotheT playing for Supply Block Party. All right. Oh, I love it. Fellow 600 APMer. Looks pretty normal on both sides. We've got kind of a, kind of a normal static game state. Assume we're going to see about a 16-17 factory from both players. So if any of you are ever watching and you don't know what CPL is a league for players of all skill levels to learn Brood War. In my streams, I often like to feature Tier 3 because this is probably the most underrepresented tier in the league, and this is the tier that also has some pretty wild games and strategies. So every now and again in Tier 3 you get some really awesome gems. So I like to feature these players. These are they're newer players, and but strategically they're still there's some banger Tier 3 games in terms of strategy. So I always like to kind of open up a surprise pack of games and see what I get. Yeah, so it's looking like a pretty normal, just factory expand. Firehex is looking like I guess maybe this is going to be some sort of a 2-factory play. Got a barracks scout. Okay, so we don't have any add-on coming out of Firehex, which is interesting. So he's not planning on getting any vulture upgrades at this point. Oh, okay, now we have the add-on coming down. Up to now, up to about 5 minutes, he's just been macroing out vultures. But I'm going to guess we're probably going to see... might see speed, but honestly, I'd like to see spider mines. We'll see what Firehex decides to go for. And Jay is also going for his own set of... okay, we got speed. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured since he was going for 3-fact vulture, but, you know. We got a nice little raid coming in here. Totally wiped out the economy of Jay at the natural. But he might be able to riposte this. Nope, not. I stand corrected. Yeah, I feel like at this point, I'm just looking at it because, yeah, I think Firehex just has superior macro, unfortunately. Just superior macro, and he's been on 3-fact vulture longer, so I think just he's going to have more numbers. But I don't know, he might be... this is kind of close. And then another 3 come in. No, that's not going to work. Yeah. That's unfortunate. GG. Firehex wins the Vulture Wars of Game 1. All right. Okay. Oh. Whoops. Sorry. Okay. Alright, we have game 2 on butter. I didn't realize I was showing you all my replay files like a dork. My bad. Okay. Alright. So we have in the top right on butter. That's okay. They'll catch it on the VOD later. It'll be great. So in the top right on butter, our blue Terran playing for Supply Block Party. It is JtotheT. And in the bottom right, our red Terran, Firehex, playing for Barcode. I like this. Interesting putting the barracks all the way. I guess he's putting the barracks all the way up here so that he can make up the distance to the base, maybe. Yeah, he sends a marine out and then just send. Okay. Sends a marine out and lifts it off. It's a pretty that you can't really see from here. There's a factory down here, by the way. Pretty kind of a static game state right now. Again, kind of going up to factory. Looks like Firehex is taking a 21, 22-ish Nexus. Sorry, CC. I'm a Protoss. Everything looks like Nexus to me. Like, that's a Nexus, that's a Nexus, that's a Nexus. So Jay kind of being a little bit more cautious and building a bunker first. I like this for Vulture run-bys. His expansion's going to be a little bit later. A lot bit later. But if all you're doing is just pumping out Vultures anyway, why not? Be a little bit extra safe. And Firehex is once again kind of going for that methodical three factory while macroing out Vultures. Oh, there you go. There's the third factory. Never mind. Should be seeing an add-on, I would guess, coming soon. Nope, we're not done yet. We're still building Vultures. Maybe it. Oh, there it is. There's the add-on. Okay. I'm sorry, Terrans have like the most OP scouting unit in the entire game. This is like just... Look at it. It takes you an hour just to kill it. Well, Jay's going for more of a conservative... Well, not conservative, more of a macro-oriented two-factory play, looks like. That's the word I was looking for. And both of them are getting Vulture speed, so I like that. But if this goes up to be a 4-fact Vulture versus a 2-fact, or even a 3, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Firehex is just making all the right calls about macro and build timing. It's like, well, 3-fact Vulture worked great last game. Let's just add another fact and make it a little bit more all in. Why not? Although I don't think he was counting on the bunker being there. Getting Firehex getting siege tank on the way, siege mode, and siege tanks. I mean, with all this vultures and spider mines, it's like you just really now you need tanks to entrench the position. And now it's that famous Terran armored car strategy. I like that Jay's going for a third. His third timing is right about the same, which is really impressive. Going 4 factory with 2 add-ons. Both builds are doing that. Oh, it looks like he lost his barracks. Oops. Well, Firehex getting a jump on this third. Is he gonna have enough to actually shut this down? It'd be pretty big if he can do that. He already has an economic advantage, and he's just gonna totally win the game. Win the long game if he does this. Looks like he's gonna pull it off. Ooh, nice. Nice mine connections. I think he is going to be able to get this third here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Yep. Nice hold by JtotheT. So going up to like kind of 4 factories on both sides, 4 factory double add-on. Ooh. We have another CC coming up? No. So this is kind of like the I guess kind of like the more like stalematey position, but Firehex has a oh wow. I missed that. Apparently, he did a bunch of damage to the main economy here. I'm so, like, overwhelmed by just, all the stuff on the map. Anyway, so it looks like both players are kind of they're in this same like kind of static state. Firehex does have a considerable worker advantage. She has a 35 worker advantage and like a 45 supply lead. So, and climbing, scratch that, like a 50 supply lead. So, you know, you do the math, right? 35 worker advantage and 50 supply, you know, he's got like about a control group of mech more than JtotheT has right now. So, but, you know, tanks are strong and they have range on them, so you can't just like send stuff right in, obviously. Oh, we got a counterattack here. Glad I caught that. Forcing a pull on the SCVs. Nice counter harass by JtotheT. Didn't quite deal the same blow, but you know, he shaved off about what, 10 SCVs? It's not bad. Now, the 6 factory macro is a whole nother story. Well, that's a whole nother animal to worry about. And got a 4th coming up for Firehex. I feel like with vultures and mines running around, once Jay gets to a more secured position, which he won't. Well, what's going on here? There we go. Yeah, there's that kind of no man's land there. So once Jay gets into a more comfortable defensive position, he'll be able to, you know, I mean, he already laid some mines like down around here, but he'll be able to poke around here and maybe explore down here and harass this. So I don't think that's going to be coming anytime soon, because there's a contain out here. He's got a worker disadvantage that he has to make up. He's only on 4 factories. You know, has a lot of boxes to check off before he gets that comfortable. But if this game goes on and he's able to get that comfortable, you know, he'll be able to, I feel like, harass this position with vultures pretty easily. So we'll see what happens. Oh, looks like planning on going up to 5 base here. I don't know. Or no, we're just kind of exploring this route probably as well. Firehex is really on top of the map vision between the vultures and the scans and the shifting the army around. He really is seeing what's going on the whole map. Oh, we have a drop coming in. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah. So that's nice. So now this is starting to get a little bit more even in economy. I'm not sure if he can tell that, and I'm not sure if our Blue Terran has quite a sense of just where things are, but I do like to see that economies are even and he's on 6 factory. So he's basically caught up. He just needs to now catch up in macro, in production. But he's caught up in economy and infrastructure. So we'll see. Can he pull this game around? Can he turn it around? This drop was nice. It was very disruptive. Look at all this. Still no mining time here. It's still lifted. So that was a very disruptive drop. That was very nice. And not much is mining here either. So, you know, Firehex has effectively one mining base. Currently. I mean, obviously he landed in transfer workers, so he's going to have 2 mining bases and 3, but I'm wondering if Jay can make up the... Well, he's going up to 7 fact, okay. Alright, so we have a drop inbound here. So Firehex is now trying to get on to kind of like that 4 base economy. If he can actually get this up and running before the game is over, he will. Although I don't know the way that these some of these engagements are going. I don't know. I feel like, so now it's like, look at this. So originally we started with a minefield here, and now and it was kind of a soft contain with the minefield here, and then now look at this with all this siege tanks that we have here, and these drops have been, I mean, they've been good, but they also haven't been closing in as much damage as needs to get done. So, you know, now we're kind of moving into a harder contain here with the siege tanks. Look at this arc. Jeez. I'm a Protoss and I'm admiring this arc here, okay? We have more, yeah, we have some. These all have? No, these have some stuff in them. And the contain is just, I mean, look, we could just keep moving tanks up here all day and just making this contain worse. We got an, oh, nice Goliath drop here. Yeah, this would be brutal. If we could take this base away from this Terran player, like, this would be totally brutal. But meanwhile, Jay is also trying to take some bases away, which I really like to see. Yeah, it looks like that's gone. And this Katane is just going to get worse and worse and worse. GG. Yep. All right. Well, that was a very long and patient game out of Firehex. I appreciate it. I appreciated watching that. I liked how methodical he was building up to that Katane. So, all right. And that's it. We're done with our first block of games. So that was Supply Block Party versus Barcode. Up next, we're gonna have